Hello all, welcome to this online recording sessions in data science. So in data science, our students are also doing various projects like field projects, mini projects, major projects, course-based projects. So during this, they are involving a lot of things in documentation preparations like adding equations, inserting images, adding references. Okay, so all these things till to reach publication purpose, we need some tools to learn. So in these sessions, we are going to see what is latex and these features, so that can be used for technical writing and in your major mini projects. Okay, so let us see. So what is latex? So latex is a documentation preparation system for high quality typesetting. That means latex is used for documentation preparation system. It is a documentation preparation system for high quality typesetting. Okay, it is mainly used for technical documentation preparation. Okay, so we are going to see what is technical documentation. Okay, so this is what technical writing means. It involves conference papers, journal papers, workshop posters. There are many events that are happening in the colleges, right? So for that events, we can also design various posters using this latex. We can also design seminar presentations, seminar reports, and projects certificates. Okay, project certificates and any event related certificate also you can create using latex. Okay, so this latex is very useful nowadays for any researcher or any uh, graduate, undergraduate also. It is very useful nowadays because the most of the colleges are adapting research based education. Like in undergraduate also, people are reading papers. Say suppose they are reading they are studying some subject like machine learning, deep learning, or whatever it may be. So for that subject, at the end of the course, they are trying to read some research papers, patents, and they are trying to work on it. They are trying to implement those concepts in their mini major projects. Okay, so for that purpose, so if you look into the prospect of this project analysis, we find latex is one of the tool that is very much useful nowadays. Okay, yeah, why we need latex? So what are the drawbacks of word? Okay, so most of them we are using word. uh, Word is comfortable to everyone, right? So why only word? Are there any other available tools? Most of them don't know. Okay, so instead of word sticking to only one particular word, we can use this latex. So here are some drawbacks of word. So the first drawback is equations. So typing equations is somewhat difficult in word. It may be integrations, it may be derivations. Okay, it may be any quadratic equations. Okay, it may be any equations. Okay, so creating all these equations in word is very difficult. It is time consuming. Okay, it is time consuming. Then next point, so most of them are worried about the content template, like how my content should be, in what size, in what format it should be, whether it should be in Times New Roman, whether it's in Caliber, whether it is in Georgia, and whether my text should be in size of 12, 14. So most of them are uh, uh, time taking to that process. Okay, say if I'm preparing a documentation of 200 to 500 pages, imagine how much time it will take to spend on each time, on each paper, like correcting, formatting all the text, alignmenting, all those purposes, time consuming. Okay, so one is large equations, the other one is alignment of images, as per the technical documentations are very difficult in Word, and adding citations is also somewhat difficult in Word compared to other available tools. Okay. Okay, these are some main drawbacks in Word. So that is why we need to go to LaTeX and we need to study about it to make a good technical documentation. Okay, next. So these are the advantages of a LaTeX. Okay, all those drawbacks that can be overcome using LaTeX. Yeah. So how to install the LaTeX? So it is a software based, right? So what softwares we need to install? What are the links that we need? What are the things means? We need two things. One is MikTeX. One is MikTeX. The other one is IDE. The IDs are different types here again. It may be TextMaker, Text Studio, TextWorks. So we need to download and install these two things. Okay, so these are various IDs that can be used. Okay, so these all are offline tool for LaTeX. Okay, and there is one more tool that is online, that is Overleaf. Using Overleaf also we can create a documentation that is also comes under LaTeX. So in this session I'll try to show the usage of Overleaf and one of the tool from these three. Okay, yeah. First thing, coming to offline. So if you are not having internet, then it is better to go with offline tool for technical documentation. If you're having good internet, and I suggest you to go with Overleaf. Okay, Overleaf is better because like Gmail ID, you can download, you can log into your credentials and you can open it anywhere, in college, in lab, irrespective of whatever place it is, you can open it anywhere and you can continue your work. So that I am going to show in this lecture. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to do for an offline usage of LaTeX is installation of a MikTeX. Say suppose you are familiar with the C programming, right? So how the C programming execution involves, first process is compilation. The next process is running of a code. Okay. So for compilation purpose, we need MikTeX. So this MikTeX need to be opened. Okay, it should be kept open in the background when we are running a code in TextMaker. So in TextMaker or in Text Studio or TextWorks, we will write the code and we will execute it. So these are the links to download in case of Windows, Mac OS and Linux. Okay, so for using these steps, you can download it, click next and get it done in your system to work on offline. Okay, yeah. So offline is okay. Using these steps you can do. So what about the online thing? So online we have Overleaf. So first I will going to show Overleaf. So let us talk about the Overleaf, how we can use it for technical documentation purpose. Okay. So first thing what we need to go to Google, then type Overleaf. So it will come like this. So it will come like this. So if you are new user, you need to register it and you need to log in. So I am already a old user. So you could see all my work here, like 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, all those things. You could see all my works here in my ID. Okay, this is my ID. So I can continue my work from where I have stopped also. Okay, you can click on it and you can work on that. So as of now, I'm going to show from the beginning. So how do you create a new project? So you can click here, new project, blank project. You can give project name as mini or major. You can create major project. You can give title as major project, create. Yeah, you'll get like this. So this is the place where we write the code, and this is the place where we get output. We can see output, and this is the place where we can upload files. Okay, so latex extension is .tex. Okay, so in this overleaf, I'm going to show. So I can show you how to create a table, how to insert an image, and how to create bibliography, how to insert a image. Okay, so for creating an image, so let me erase all these things. So let me also give very brief introduction about the different lines of code also. So the very first line of the code will be begin with document class. Okay, document class. So in this document class, you can give any of this class. So since it is a text document, I can give article or book. Okay, article or book. So if you are creating a PowerPoint presentation using LaTeX, then you can use the class Beamer. Okay, so right now I'm using the class article. So the second line is begin document. Begin document. So by default end document will also come. So these three lines are very important for any code that you write in the LaTeX. Okay, so it is similar to the head and body in the case of HTML and CSS. Okay, so what you are going to write in head and what you are going to write in body. In head you can write title, author name, and next date. Okay, so these three are generally written in header part of the LaTeX. So in body part you can write all the tags that are there, that are going to be used while you are preparing documentation. So in title, let me give one topic name as data visualization. Okay, so data visualization is the title that I am giving. So author name is, I am giving my name as author name. So then date, so date you can give as today. Okay, so if you're giving today, so today's date will be coming. Okay, so if your same code, if you're running it again the other day, so on that particular day which date is coming, so that date will be shown in the output. So that is the use of writing today instead of a date. So after writing the code, you can compile it from here. Okay, so I'm getting an error. So I have not closed the header part. So for that you need to close make title. So now you try to execute. Yeah, so I got the name and title, author name and date. Okay, so now let me create some documentation and then followed by one table, one image and bibliography that can be used in the documentation purpose. Okay, so here now let us create one section. Okay, section. So okay, in this section, so let me use what is data visualization. Okay, what is data visualization? So, and let me add some text in it. Okay, let me prepare a documentation. What is data visualization? Okay, so I have some text here, so I can use it. Okay, I can use it. Okay, then next I can use subsection also. I can use subsection. So section is the suppose one. So subsection means the section that comes under the main section. So in subsection I can write what are the tools that are there. Okay, tools or benefits. Benefits. So benefits of data visualization. Okay, if I run it, I'll get a output like subsection now. So I am getting 1.1. Okay, so if I want to separate the header part, so I can use slash new page. Okay, slash new page. Yeah, now you can see in new page my documentation is getting created. So in the similar way I can create so remaining sections also. So let me create so other sections like other sections. Okay, section. So in this section, so let me add some examples. Examples. Then in next section, let me add some more things. Okay, some more things. Okay, so in this way you can create sections and subsections for your documentation. Okay, you can compile it and you can get it. Okay, so 1 2 3. So let me create some, how many pages I have created? 2 pages, right? So let me create my documentation for at least 5 pages. Okay, so in this way you can create your documentation. So while creating like this, now you can highlight also. You can make this as bolds. Okay, wherever it is required, you can make it bold. You can make it as sections. You can highlight wherever there is a heading. Okay, wherever there is heading, you can highlight like this. Okay, so how many pages I have created? Let me check it. So I have created somewhat 4 pages. So I also wanted table of contents. So a table of contents also, I need not prepare my table of contents. So I simply write table of contents. Okay, yeah, you can see the table of contents will be in new page. Yeah, you can see the beauty of the latex, how it is very easy, and the advantage that we are getting. So for all this, generally what we'll do in Word, we'll write headings, subheadings, figure names, and all those things in the contents. So see, with the one line of table of contents, I'm getting all the contents that I have prepared so far, along with the page numbers also. So if you further create any sections, subsections also, you'll get it like here. Okay, you can add figure numbers also, figure numbers, table names also, like this, using latex. So how it is easy? See, just I am focusing on the content rather than on the alignments, templates, all those things in this latex. Okay, so this is how I create a documentation. So now let me show how to create a how to insert image and table also. Say suppose if you want to go to this line, so you can double click on it, so the cursor will go to that particular area where uh, in the particular area in the coding part. Okay, here is the my code part for this particular thing. So similarly, you can click it somewhere randomly, the cursor will go to there in the code part. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to go into new page slash new page slash new page, and in that new page I want to create one table. Okay, so I want to create a table of 4 cross 4, say suppose. Okay, so by default I'll get the code like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to give you, so in this table so 4, no, so 1 2 3 4, 4 rows data you can enter here. So let's suppose serial number. So this table may be related to the uh, advantages, disadvantages, and usage of various data visualization tools. Okay, so let me label that also. Comparison of data visualization tools. Okay, so let me give this title here. Okay, serial number, tool that I am using, then advantage and usage. Okay, so this double backslash is used for next line. Okay, in the serial number I'll give 1, and in here I will give w Then in the next column, I'll give advantages used for visualizing 24 graphs. So Tableau generally involves 24 graphs. Okay, so let me shorten it. Visualize 24 graphs. So usage, I can write some text, visualize. Okay. So here I can write another text also. Second, and that may be Power BI. Third, I can write Excel. Okay. So let me run it and see my table how it is coming. Oh, it is coming like this. Okay. So I'm getting the data, but it is not coming in the tabular format. So let me initialize here in row column. And then run. So 4 rows now, I can give 4 hours. Okay. Okay. So, but I'm not getting the horizontal lines. Okay. So for that, I can use H line. Okay. To separate it. So here also I can use H line. Here also I can use H line. So here also I can use H line. So you see after applying H line how the output will look. Yeah, see how beautifully we have created the table. Okay, so next line, this is how you create a table. Okay, you enter the data in this particular table. So you create H line to draw a line. Okay, so here remember to mention how many rows and how many columns. Okay, 4 rows 4 columns, no, R for row, C for column. Okay, so this is how you create a table in LaTeX. So let me show how to create an image. So upload from computer I'm giving. So I'm selecting one image. So let me select this. So I want to include caption also. Insert figure, and then the figure gets uploaded. Okay, and you can see the output also here. Yeah, so while using image, while inserting any image, we need to use graphics. So here you can see the error also, use package graphics is missing. So you can use that particular package also. So now I am going to use package here. So where you are going to write package, so after document class you can write all packages names. Okay, use package and that package name. What is the package name that we need to use for inserting image? Graphics. So graphics is the package name that we are going to use. So I think now it will come. Still error is coming. Yeah, now my image got inserted. See, after inserting packages. So let me talk about various packages and various lines of code that can be used. Okay. So now we have seen how to insert a table, how to insert a image, and how to create a document. Okay. So in LaTeX. Okay. So let me talk about the various lines of codes that can be written. Okay. So let me zoom the slides. Yeah. So we have seen the basic syntax of any LaTeX. Okay. So this is the basic syntax: document class, begin document, end document are the basic lines of code for any LaTeX writing, for writing any LaTeX. Okay. Yeah. These are the packages. So just now we have used geometry package, right? So in the similar way, we can use remaining packages also. So we can use geometry and amsmax for any mathematical calculations. Okay. Okay, here package name we can use. So these all are the packages names in LaTeX. So you can remember. So as we are working on it, you can remember it. Okay. Then next we are going to see what are the font faces. So in Word, we can change in the font size to Times New Roman, Arial, Georgia, and similar to like that, right? So, but in LaTeX, how the font faces can be changed? So if you want to create your text in bold, text BF, text triple T, text TRM. So these all are the tags that can be used for font faces. So you can observe the outputs here. Yeah. Text TIT means italic. So here you can see the text is in italic format if I use the text IT. So if I use the emphasis tag, so you can see the output as like this. So if I use the tag text BF, my text is appearing in bold. So if I use the tag text SL, so you can see my text here, text SL. Okay. So in this way, you can explore various tags that are there to create font faces. Okay. So in the similar way, so how to change the size of your text document in LaTeX? So in this overleaf, okay, in LaTeX, how you will change? Means you can remember this taglines. Okay, we have tiny text, script size, font note size, small, normal size, large, large, huge, huge. So how to remember this? First you remember large. Okay. Okay, L is capital. Okay. So above large and below large, we have other tags also. If I used all the in capital letters, that is very high in large tag. Okay. So if I use all small, that is smaller in large tag. Okay. In large tag also we have 3. So similarly, huge, H is capital. So I can use small huge and all caps huge. Okay. So if I use all caps means it will come very bigger in that particular huge tag. Okay. If I use all small, it will come very small in huge tag. So this is the chronological order. So first comes the tiny, script size, footnote size, small, normal size, large. So how to remember? You can remember large, huge. Okay. Then these remaining things. In above, the remaining things comes. So in below, one more thing come, gigantic. Gigantic is also comes here. So you can see the output here. How it will come? See, gigantic means huge, gigantic. Sorry, huge. Huge will come like this. So if I use small huge, output is like this. If I use large, all caps large, how the text is coming, you can see here. So this is how you change the size of the text in LaTeX. So using all these tags. Okay. So how to align? Next, how to align your text. Okay. You can align your text in right side, left side, center also. Okay. So for that, what we need? Begin and end. For every tag we have begin and end. Okay. For every, it's similar to HTML and CSS, opening tag and closing tag, how we will have in here also. LaTeX also opening tag and closing tag is there. So begin, if you want your text to be in center, or any image or table to be in center, begin center, end center. Okay. So in this, in between these two, you can insert your table, you can insert your image, or you can insert your text. If you want your all the data to be in right side, I can use begin flush right, end flush right. Okay. If you want in the left side, begin flush left, end flush left. So these are the alignment tags. Next, margins. So if you want your margins to be increased or decreased, in that case we can use package geometry, and you can mention the size of the your margins 0.5 inches. So in that way you can change the margins. Okay. So these packages are mentioned in the header part of the code. Okay. So in the similar way, for new line you can use double slash, for new page slash new page, for clear page you can use hash clear page. So and these are hfill, vfill for horizontal space and vertical space for aligning your text. So this is your screen size. So if you want your text to be like this in this format, so you need to see hfill, vertical fill. So how much you need to give space. This is the code for table creation that we have seen, and this is the code for inserting an image, so that we have seen. So now we will see how to insert equations also. Okay. So how we can insert equations also in LaTeX. So let me show few equations. So here I'll go, let me take new page, and here I want to insert an equation. So how my equation should come means, you can see here, you can see here how my equation should come. See, you can write begin equation and end equation. Okay. I can write begin equation and end equation. Begin equation. Okay. Equation. So automatically end tag will come by default. It's not coming up. So then we will end equation. So in this we can insert equation. So begin tabular, end tabular, begin figure, end figure. So these tags are used to insert particular image or equations. So here what equation I want to insert? I want to insert, suppose, so let me see the output here. So how the equation should be. See, I have a equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So that equation I want to insert. So ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay. If I run it, I'll get it. Okay, so in the similar way, see, I have got, I think. In the similar way, you can insert the other equation also. So what is the other equation I want to insert? I want to insert minus b plus or minus underscore root b square minus 4ac. So if I want to insert that equation, so what I will do? So I can take, so you see the output and design accordingly the code part. So label, so I am taking one label, and in this label I have x comma 1 comma 2. Okay, so here you can see equal to, then minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? So for this you can write an equation, fraction, you can take a fraction. So in this fraction you can write minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So let me execute it. Yeah, so I am getting a like this. If you see my second equation, so I have inserted first equation and second equation. So here x I am not getting. Why I am not getting? Yeah, see, perfectly I got my equations. So what I want, I got the equation. So you can check it. So what is my desired one? Undefined control sequence. So you can check error. So red color it will is coming means you have an error. So that you need to check it. Okay, so in this way you can insert equations also. So you can check it out. So what is my desired one? So how I am inserting it? So next equation we have x is equal to minus b by 2a also. So you can add some text also. So you can add some text also here. The heading may be quadratic equation, right? Quadratic equation I have, then I am having equation. So let me use these two lines also. So let me use section. So in this section, let me write quadratic equation. Okay, so then I'll get a quadratic equation. Yeah, perfectly I got quadratic equation. So if anything I want to insert, still the quadratic equation is, then you can type that also. The quadratic equation is, and you can get it done. Yeah, the quadratic equation is. So you can add some text also. Okay, so you can add some text also in the required. Okay, yeah, you can check if you have any doubt. You can check, you can go through this code part and you can implement it for writing the code. Okay, so this is how you are going to insert equations, images, tables in the LATEX. So you can also insert your bibliographies also. So for that inserting bibliographies, what we will do, I need to import bib file. Select files. So let me go to downloads. Yeah, search bib. So I have imported my bib file. So in this bib file, you can see this bibliography text I have included. So from Google Scholar, you can search some topic. So from Google Scholar, you can search some topic. You can go into site, bibtext. Then you can copy this bibtext code. You can add it in your bibtext file. Okay. Then you can give your ID here. You can give your ID here. Okay, I want to give ID here also. 2. So you can copy all your citations here. You can copy all your citations here in bib file, and that that citation can be inserted into the your text. Say suppose I want to insert here. Okay. So for that, what I need to do, I want to include slash bibliography style. Bibliography style. So bibliography style and bibliography, you need to mention, better to mention at the end. Okay. Bibliography style. Then you need to bibliography. So bibliography style, you can give any of the style, ACM or any style that you want. So right now I am putting ACM. Okay. So bibliography style. So now you go to text, you type site, you give the ID number. Okay. So now you run the code. So for histogram, if I want to add any citations, you can see whether it is coming or not. So far we have executed all this, right? So let me check once again the why this references are not coming. So I have added this key correctly, right? So let me go to here. Yeah, I think I need to add the file name here. So if you add file name here, I think it will work. Yeah, see, so I have added citations in my content here. So I have given the key that is required here. So I have given here, and I have also given here. So if I execute it, so I am getting references part also. So my references part is getting created by default. So now if I want to download, what will I do? So I simply click like this and download. So this is how my documentation looks. So first title page, then contents, then comes the all the see, this is the citation. So if I double click it, it will directly go to the reference part. Okay, reference part that is here. Okay. Okay, so the interesting part is you can change the class name also here. So instead of article, you can change it to book also. You can change to book also. So if the format is book, the style differs again. So 2 pages or 3 pages, it is splitting up. So bibliography. So I'm getting bibliography if I'm using book class. So if I am using article class, then again it will come in different format. The format is like this. So references. So in article, you are getting references. Okay, references. So but if I use book, I'm getting it as bibliography. So this is how it differs from class to class. So now let me check the creation of PPT also, presentation part also. So you can create presentations also using the class Beamer. So the slides may be disorder or it may be not correct. See, the slides are getting created. The same text, the slides are getting created. If you want to arrange it in a good format, then you need to know some more tags related to Beamer class. So I have it, like if you want, I can share Beamer documentation, and Power Dot also you can use for creating PowerPoint presentation. So let me download this output first. Yeah, this is in PowerPoint presentations. So you can create PowerPoint presentations also using LATEX. So now if you want to give another class, Power Dot. So there is one library called Power Dot also. So that is also used for creating PowerPoint presentations. So you'll get another style. So the template is different. So that's why you'll get the PPTs in different style. So this is how it is coming. So it is somewhat not arranged properly. There are tags that can be used in Power Dot or Beamer, like frame. Frame is used to create a particular slide. So using that, you can create PowerPoint presentation also. So in LaTeX, you can create PowerPoint presentations, you can create documents or anything. Okay. So let me put it article only and download my documentation. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Okay. So that's all for today's session. So in this session, we have seen what is LaTeX, different IDs of LaTeX. So how we can create offline and online. So if it is offline, you can copy all this code. If you can copy all this code and you can add it in the offline compilers, offline IDs like TextMaker, TextStudio and TextWorks also, and you can execute it. So in this online, you can create code by default. Okay. So this is how you create in online as well as offline of LaTeX. So here we have created inserting an image, inserting an equation, inserting a table, and inserting references or bibliography in a documentation. So thank you all. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.